If you don't like this video, just scroll. That's all you got to do, okay? I'm not taking you away from what you believe, from what you don't believe. I'm not forcing you to believe anything that I believe. I am not God. Nor do I want to be, because that's a big responsibility. It only takes a special God to run this whole universe and be in charge of everything. And that's Yahuwah, the Most High. And there's no other. So I'm not pushing you to believe anything. So if you don't like what I'm saying, just scroll. Don't worry about it. You never have to see me again. As a matter of fact, block me, so you don't have to see any of my contact. But it won't stop, okay? So I just wanted to let you know. Excuse me. So what I do is that I sit down, I ponder, wonder, and then I write, and then I speak. That's what I love to do. And what we're going to talk about today is Sabbath, okay? And why it's important to me and other people that do Sabbath like I do. So sometimes Sabbaths doesn't fall on a Saturday like mine falls on a Saturday. Maybe you don't have to beat the sunset on Friday at certain times on set, because Sabbath for me personally starts Friday sunset and it ends on Saturday sunset. Okay, so like yesterday, I guess Sabbath was 5 o'clock yesterday, and then it ends for me at 5 o'clock today. Okay, everybody's Sabbath is different. I'm only telling you what I was taught. Okay, and I'm not telling you to do it. All right, so let's get that straight. Okay, and I do everything, all the things that videos you see me doing with verbal, I write what I'm saying. Okay. But it's hard to read from this book, so I put it on the computer screen for me to follow, because it's easier for me to put it from the laptop screen, so I can, for some reason, me reading my own handwriting, it don't work. So as you know about Sabbath, right? And as I said, it's on a Saturday, right? So it's followed by many people, right? All types of people, Jewish, Christians, different denominations, right? So that it's a spiritual reflection. It's a day of rest, right? So it's a practice that's rooted within the 10 Commandments. Is on the fourth, that to please, I'm just paraphrasing, that to observe Sabbath and make that day holy, right? Okay. So remember the Sabbath and keep it holy, right? So the concept of the Sabbath originates in the creation of the narrative book of Genesis, right? As you know, that God rested on the seventh day after he made the big universe creation of everything, right? Creating the world and declared it holy, right? So the Sabbath begins for me, okay, as I know it. Now, not because as you know, I know it. Is sunset on Friday, right? And it ends on Saturday, right? Which is today. It ends for me, I think, around 5 something. I'm not sure. 5:23, I'm not sure. Right? I have to check. And this is based on the Jewish calendar, okay? Where the day begins at sunset rather than midnight, right? Okay. So the Sabbath is a time to disconnect from routines of the week for what you do, like you go to work, you go to the gym, you fix your car, whatever you do every week. It's got to stop on a Saturday. Right, because Saturday is the seventh day of rest. So even if you cook anything, you have to cook it on a Friday before sunset, right? And that's your meal for the whole Sabbath. You don't burn anything. You don't turn on no stove. You don't look at your bank accounts. You don't spend Sabbath on stuff that is fun, that has nothing to do with the Most High. Do you understand? Like for me, for instance, now if I'm on Sabbath and I'm looking at my bank account to see how much I have on there, that's a no-no, because it has nothing to do with God. You see what I mean? Okay. I'm just reading off of my notes, right? So it's the day to celebrate the creation and to be grateful for His blessings, right? That's what Sabbath is. To thank you every day and just sit down and just chill out and just thank God. Right? So the observance of Sabbath involves, like I said, sustaining from work, what they call malacha, right? So it means work. Malacha means work, right? It generally includes like activities, like I said, labor, commerce, which is your bank account, and creating acts, like painting or creating ideas to make money. On the Sabbath is a no-no, right? Instead of work, Sabbath is a time for prayer and worship, right? Engaging in religious study and education, right? And also enjoying a break from stresses of the week, right? So what it really is just a concept where it's shared, and you share it with your fellowship, and you discuss God, you talk about your blessing, you spend chill time talking about good things, and talk about the many wonders of God, of how he saved your life, or you heard stories about other people, have nice conversations about God and the goodness of Yahuwah, the Most High, right? Okay, so now the concept of it is like I said, it's observed in different ways. Like I said, other people may just go to church. Some people may stay home and read the Bible and conversate to themselves about, thank you, Yahuwah, for everything that you've done for me, and this and that. Or you could just sit home and have dinner with your family, and everybody discusses the wonder and the blessings of the Most High. That's what Sabbath is. That's what Sabbath is. So it's like a pillar of life, reminding of the importance of balancing work and rest, right? So, and the physical and the spiritual life is a day to reconnect. As I said, it's a day to reconnect to God, reconnect with God, right? Family, community, whatever, right? So, and then to find refreshment for the week ahead. So what that is just that today is a day where we give thanks and praise, right? Everything around us is all God, right? You share it with other people, or you stay within yourself. Me, I pray by myself, not because I don't have a fellowship, right? I really don't. My fellowship is me. Because everybody around me is not ready for what I am doing, right? Everybody think that doing Sabbath is a joke, right? That it doesn't fall on the Saturday. It doesn't fall on the Tuesday. And there's other people that say, which is nothing wrong with it, right? Like I said, everybody's different. Somebody told me that Sabbath is on a Tuesday. It's on a Thursday. Okay. And it's when the moon fall, or when the moon, what's up with the moon? I understand that. But for me, it's sunset on a Friday and to sunset. Like if it's 5 o'clock, depending on the weather and the time, it's Friday. Not all the time. It depends on the seasons, right? Because it depends on when that sunset hits, right? Wintertime, usually in the wintertime, right? It's much longer. Sometimes it's like 5 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock when sunset in the winter. And the summertime, sometimes it's much longer. Sometimes longer. It's like maybe like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. You know what I'm saying? But the wintertime is always early, So I just wanted to say that it's important, right? That sometimes Saturdays used to be real fun for me in other ways. And then I started to pick up on the Bible, and I started watching videos and educate myself on a Saturday and things like that. And I start to study stuff because I'm trying to get ready for the new world, right? So I don't get left behind, right? Because I want to make myself useful where I can go to the new world and teach things, what God has put in me, that I can teach the new world, right? So that's my resume to give to God. Instead of me sending a resume to a company that's going to crap on me anyway, I might as well work my way up and let God see me. And I'm trying really hard to learn everything that I can so I can take my knowledge to the new world and help develop the new world. And make sure that the new world know who Yahuwah is and what his teachings are. And make them understand. So Sabbath for me is a day where I get to connect with the Most High, because he only asked for one day. It shouldn't be hard. But people use Saturday to go partying and hang out and fornicate. I will not do that. I'm here with the Most High. Thank you.